Kremlin chief Putin, speaking at Moscow's City Day celebrations on Saturday, addressed the Russian capital's mayor, Sergei Sobyanin, calling him Sergei Sergeyevich instead of the correct Semyonovich. For a politician who usually pays close attention to protocol, such a mistake is an alarming sign of his health, observers write. The video is published by Agency. In 3 weeks, Putin will turn 73. Against the backdrop of age, chronic stress, an overloaded schedule and constant flights, his public slips of the tongue are increasingly being recorded. Experts note that he rarely made such mistakes before, but in recent years, memory lapses and confusion in names have become regular. This may indicate the development of senile dementia. In January 2022, in a telephone conversation with the president of Kazakhstan, Kassym-Jomart Tokayev, he called him Kemel Zomartovich. In August of the same year, Kassymzan Kemelevich. In December 2023, while presenting state awards, he confused the names and patronymic of the famous composer Alexandra Pakhmutova, calling her Alexandra Nikolaevich Patrushev. Regular errors of this nature may indicate neurodegenerative processes, which often manifest in old age. Doctors note that among the probable diagnoses with systemic slips of the tongue and forgetfulness may be Alzheimer's disease, vascular dementia, Parkinson's disease with cognitive impairment. The strain on the nervous system, stress, insomnia, and frequent flights can accelerate the manifestation of such diseases. Putin's slips of the tongue are not just personal mistakes, experts say. In a country where power is concentrated in the hands of one person, such memory lapses indicate a weakening of the top person's concentration. Against the backdrop of war and international isolation, they become even more noticeable and discussed. Recall Russia's State Science Foundation has ramped up its support for medical research into aging and life extension into recent years. The exiled news outlet Novaya Gazeta Europe reported the Russian Science Foundation, set up in 2013 to back basic and applied research, supported 43 projects on aging between 2021 and 2025, compared with just 7 in 2016 to 2020. Novaya Gazeta Europe reported one of the projects to receive funding was led by President Vladimir Putin's alleged daughter. The foundation's main grants currently range from 4 million to 7 million rubles, or $47,000 to $83,000 a year, with possible extensions. By comparison, the typical grant amount in 2017 ranged from 3 million to 6 million rubles, or $36,000 to $71,000.
A large forest fire has broken out in Russia's Rostov region, Russian media reported. The fire, which quickly spread over thousands of square meters, was caused by the burning of dry grass in the village of Kulishevka. The blaze started in the reeds and soon reached residential houses in the village. Local residents are trying to put out the fire on their own. More than 20 special vehicles and nearly 60 firefighters have been deployed to the site. No casualties have been reported. Due to the smoke, traffic on a nearby highway has become difficult. Ukrainian troops launched counteroffensives in recent weeks to retake Russian-held territories in the strategically important Pokrovsk region in eastern Donetsk region, capturing at least 69 Russian soldiers during these operations since early August, Kyiv Post has reported. This marked the largest number of Russian troops taken prisoner by Ukraine in over a year. Some reports suggest the number may exceed 100, based on official statements and unit communications reviewed by the Kyiv Post. Units from Ukraine's Air Assault Infantry and National Guard have released videos and statements confirming the capture of Russian servicemen. In late July, Russian troops launched a surprise incursion in the region, creating a 15-kilometer deep salient near Dobropilya, threatening Pokrovsk, a critical logistics and communication hub. Russia had earlier declared Pokrovsk a key objective for its 2025 spring-summer offensive. In response, Ukrainian command assembled a strong counterattack force, regaining about two-thirds of the lost ground. Ukrainian sources estimate over 1,000 Russian casualties and say remaining Russian forces are now encircled in isolated pockets. Estimates vary, but several hundred to a few thousand Russian troops may be trapped. While the Kremlin and Russia's defense ministry have not acknowledged the setbacks, they claim continued advances in Pokrovsk. The analytical group Defense Politics Asia noted in a September 7 report that prisoner captures by Ukraine in August represented a dramatic increase from July. The last time Ukraine captured a similarly high number of Russian soldiers was during a cross-border raid into Russia in August 2024, when 200 to 250 Russians were taken prisoner. By contrast, Russia's largest capture of Ukrainian troops occurred in May 2022, when approximately 1,700 soldiers, mainly Marines and National Guardsmen, surrendered in Mariupol. Captured Russian soldiers around Dobropilya said they were ordered to infiltrate Ukrainian lines in small groups and wait for reinforcements, often hiding in basements. A video from the First Corps released on September 9 shows Russian troops confirming their capture and stating they were being treated according to the Geneva Convention. Other media showed 17 captives on a bus. Most prisoners were aged 20 to 30, though some were older. Most were Russian nationals, but at least 3 had Ukrainian citizenship and were allegedly forcibly conscripted in Russian-occupied territory. 2 had previously been captured and exchanged before being recaptured. 3 identified themselves as GRU agents. 1 captured soldier said he joined due to financial problems and unemployment in Russian-occupied Crimea. Another Russian prisoner, aged 49, said he joined the army to pay off $35,000 in debt and had been drunk when he signed his contract.